or the path may just bend off to the left and go around past them. Can't see until I'm closer. But you can see that the trees used to be at the side of the track here, and then it would have caused the canopy to go over the top of it, making it a nice grove to walk through. But you can see the caterpillar tracks where I'm walking on now, where they've been coming up here to grab the trees and take them down, pile them up in big piles. I would imagine when the caterpillars coming up here, the track will be nice and flattened down. All these little branches will be snapped under the weight of the caterpillar. So hopefully it won't be too bad for the dog. Right, come here, son. We're far enough away from the road now. Come here. There you are, one. That's what he wants to do. It's good boy, son. Hi, son. Hi. I don't want to run it too far. Good boy, son. Good boy. Yes, you're off your lead now. You can have a run about. Good boy, son. Good boy. So this is what I like to do. So when I take him back home to my daughter's house, he's so knackered after a run about in the heat. He's just exhausted and lies down in the gas cupboard where his bed is. Same as my house. We've got gas cupboards in the kitchen, and we've put our bedding down, so that becomes the dog's bedroom. I do not let dogs up on my furniture. I don't let my dogs go upstairs and jump up on beds, because the fleas and the dirt and the muck that they carry along on their paws, after jumping through bloody dirty pools of water and mud, that's the last thing you need. Right, so the higher I'm going now, it's getting more rough. Here he comes. But he loses sight of us, he wants to come back. How son? How? Good boy. Good. Where you been? Good boy, son. Good boy. Right, so as you can see, this is definitely not sheep territory for munching on grass, because there's none left. It's all just dead trees. And there's a mocker post that's been pulled up with the tree roots with a green arrow on it. Well, the track's continuing to go around this little hill in front of us. Right, as long as he doesn't go too far ahead. Hi, son. Hi. Hi. He was just starting to run back towards us, and he's getting a sniff of something on the side of the track, and he stopped. Hi, son. How have you been? Come on in. Come on in. Good boy, son. Good boy. Here he comes. Hi, son. Hi. Good boy. Good boy. Right, so you can see where there's a caterpillar track going up there around and doing an S-bend and going into the trees at the top left corner there. So it can bring the trees down from up there. your next marker post on the right. He's enjoying being off the lead, look, running backwards and forwards. I'll have him fit us all up like I did with Corn, where he can run for 25-50 miles, no problem. He's gone in a big puddle there getting a drink. Right, so that's your next marker post, but the disc has been ripped off it. Good boy, son, good boy. Get a drink, son. Get a drink. Good boy, son. Get a drink. Good boy. Good boy, son. Good boy. You'll be getting hot now running backwards and forwards, are you? Eh? You'll be getting hot now, won't you? Right, so as you can see, we're starting to climb and climb and climb slowly but surely. Good boy, son, good boy. Right, so the places that I found where I can take him to safely let him off the lead to a certain extent is one when I go through to Newcastleton on the border of Scotland and let him off in the CHEVIOT Forest, or closer to home, Harwood Forest, where you know you've got acres and acres and acres of land and trees and tracks going through it. So I'm well away from the main roads. Well, you know, there's not that many people walk through it, especially when I come on a Sunday morning. It's always round about dinner time though, you get more and more people coming out. So it's best to come early in the morning, like I've done this morning. I was late getting ready and coming out the house today because I had problems setting up my chest harness here with the tab that slides into the plaque that holds your camera in place with a screw. I couldn't get it to push back and lie flat against my chest. So I had to hunt the house high and low for my black bag where I've got loads of different GoPro fittings, and eventually found one where the connection where you put the pin through comes away from the chest plate, and I could get the pin in and tighten up my camera pointing in the right direction. So I was glad to find that and slot it in and put my camera in, put the bolt through and tighten it all up. Aye, there's a bit of a bank again up here, look. Can't remember this. And there's a Caterpillar tractor going off to the left, parallel to it. Sorry, helicopter or an aeroplane. Helicopter above us. They're looking for us, saying, look at him on those trucks. Let's go down land and arrest him. Oh, that reminds me, you know, I get really angry on one of the sites. There were some runners going on about doing a circular run in Thruntton Woods, and they were talking about having to get like permission off the forestry and the landowners and that to do a race. Well, I've got news for you. Guess who owns this land? We, the people. It was taken from, like many bits of land, from the royalty years and years ago, but all this land belongs to we the people in reality. So if you look up there now, you can see bits of the cliffs. I mean, obviously this will do because I've got beautiful open views there. So if you look down between those trees, you can see loads of sheep in the fields down there. Right, so just one foot in front of the other, keep going. It's constantly scratching. Like I say, it's good though. It's keeping his nails down short, because when he jumps up here and those big nails of his dig into your chest, bloody hell. Right, so there's what black plastic bags, even up here. I wish people would just stop doing as the government is twisting your mind into doing. Be your own person and basically tell them to fuck off. Sorry for being blunt, but it just boils me piss. Same as when they started going on about bullies. We suggest you have to do such and such by such and such a date. Well, my answer to that is fuck off. These politicians that have been placed into power, we haven't elected them. They've been selected by the globalists, and that's why the globalists thought, right, we'll use the politicians to put this new policy in to get dogs, because with that many immigrants coming across and migrants, it's going to be like they wanted it to have a civil war. Now we need protection. We haven't got guns like America, so the next best thing is to have bloody big dogs like Bear to protect them if they start coming to break in your house and want to rape your wife and your daughter. You want a bloody big dog, and that's why they want them all gone, muzzled, and a lot of the dogs destroyed. That's why they've been poisoning with pets as well, and I'm sure the vets and the PDSA are all in with it. As soon as you take your dog to the vets, they take them through at the back and say, right, I'm just going to take your dog through to see the vet, and that's where they're giving them injections. And the next thing you know, your dog's dying of cancer. And another thing is, there's so much fluoride in the drinking water. If you give your dog drinks of tap water instead of rainwater, it's killing them as well. It's leading to cancer. I've learnt loads and loads and loads of things recently, because when I lost me 2 blue stuffies, that's what's prompted us to look into things to find out what the hell's going on. There's a few cliffs there, look. So that's where you would come across the top from the main path that I walked up last Sunday, and you come over the top of here and then drop down, and it would bring you back onto this path. Right, so let's look back down, because I've got some height now. Hi, son. Hi. Now when I went right up the main path from the main gate, I got to the top and it bent up the right and brought us over this direction. And there was a metal barrier across at the top, but it had been moved to the side so you could actually get through with bikes. So I'm just wondering if that's where I'm going to come out to, at the top of here. Hi, son! Right, where the hell is he? Hi! Hi! Here he comes. Just coming over the top of the ridge. Hi, son! So I watched the video by Fell Wanderer, Damien, when he first did this walk, when he started from the bottom and was walking up here. Then he stopped off the bench and was looking over to the CHEVIOT and the views and that. That's what got me thought, oh, I want to come up there and have a look at that. But he went down at the beginning to try and find, I can't remember the name, it's something hole, Weathers Hole or something. But he went down and he couldn't find it, so he come back up. Then he went down to find McCartney's cave, and then he went past the pond, he went across the top of Killarney Crags cliffs, and then he went to Hardnab, then dropped down to go towards the start of going up Long Crags. Oh, tripping over loads of boulders. So as you can hear, it's a bit breezy, but it's keeping it nice and cool, and I'm walking along. Hi son! Hi! Hi son! I don't want him going too far. I remember walking up this track like I was looking at all these flat boulders and sandstone. So I remember so much of it, but it's years since I've been up here. He stopped and looked back, he's seen us coming now, and he's off again. Keeps looking down here back towards me, like, so that's good. I'm just looking ahead now, looking at the track going forward, that it's bending slightly to the right and then going uphill over the top of that ridge ahead. And I'm getting higher and higher and higher, and the views that I used to look across, I'm starting to get them back now. Oh bloody hell, here's the bench seat. Right, so this is where I wanted to be last Sunday, because obviously when you sit on this bench seat, look at the beautiful views over there. Some carving out on that, but this is the first place where you'd stop coming up this track, have a sit down and have a look at the views over there and get your camera out and take some lovely pictures. But I think there's another one higher up where you can go forward and stand on top of flat rocks and gaze over the top of the tree line. So basically what I'm doing is I'm walking the whole length of the forestry from the main road next to the A697 and going right up to Hardnab, which is above Killally and Lower Bottle. He's just stopped on the side of the road there, looking back. So like I say, there's no sheep going to be up here because there's not grazing land at all. It's all just cut down trees now, so it's no good for sheep or cattle. Right, so down there you've got the main road coming along from Whittingham. It's called the Avenue, and it goes right along, and you come up the bottom end from the avenue just past the deer park. There's a bit of a car parking spot, and you can park the car there, just walk up the hill, up Castle Hill. He's running up the hill there now, sniffing everything. So obviously you'd be sniffing deer and hares and foxes, whatever. Right, so you can just see another marker post just up there on the right hand side. Well, getting back to what I was saying earlier about people saying that they've got to get permission of this one, permission of that one. Well, my answer, that's fuck them. This is open land, I mean, open to the public to walk along. Yes, obviously, like I said, now when there's forestry harvesting going on and there's big machinery, yes. But any other time, this is open access to the public, as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you look over to the left, that's where I went last week, and I climbed up the side of the hill and went right across the top of the ridge, past that cane you can see. I was looking down over the trees. Right, here's the other bench seat here now. I think this is the one that's got the carving on it. So that's where there's normally you walk across the track from where I was last week across here to get onto this main track where I'm on now. But I can't remember this wooden bench seat being so high.